The following is a paid program by Karl Sterling. The content of the show is that of Karl Sterling and does not represent the views of this station or iHeartMedia. Some of the information contained in this program has not been approved by the FDA, nor is it intended to diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any diseases. Information hereafter is for general information only, and before considering anything discussed, you should contact your doctor or primary care physician.
One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you smaller.
Your Health Matters with Karl Sterling on NewsRadio 570 WSYR on 106.9 FM and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
I take a couple lovers, I down a couple downers, but nothing compares to these blue and yellow purple pills.
Bring you the latest in health and wellness so you can get to the other things that matter. Here is your host, Karl Sterling.
Okay, we're back for the second hour. And wow, it's great having Dr. Perry on, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I enjoy him very much.
He, like you said on the break, he takes things and he can break them down so we can understand. Well, at least for me, I can understand
them. Me too.
Because, you know, some of the books, they're saying a lot of those things, but the words are too big. Yeah. And I can't understand all of that. Or it takes a lot more thought. Like, I love talking with him. Well, okay, so here's what I was thinking. This hour, we have a lot to go over. See if we can get to all of it. I wanted to start off with some random facts. Kind of bad news, folks. Sorry, but we always want to end on a positive outcome. So we'll start off with some things that might be a little bit disturbing to hear. But then we can get into things like actionable steps to give you, illustrate that, yes, there are things we can do, right? Kind of like Dr. Perry said, is things we can do, action steps, drink more water, eat less, crappy food, love the belly,
Love the belly. I love that one.
Give the belly some love. I really do love that, yeah. Random facts is this particular list, because these are so prominent now in our society, we're going to compare cases of Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, diabetes, dementia, and insulin resistance in the USA this year versus 30 years ago. And we're also going to go over some predictions for the year 2030 and 2040. Parkinson's disease. In 1994, approximately 400,000 people in the U.S. were diagnosed with Parkinson's. This year, we have about 1 million people. Okay, that's a lot more. The prediction is 1.2 million will be diagnosed with Parkinson's in 2030, 1.5 million in 2040. Now, I'm going to tell you also that this research comes from a very specific place, right? There are numbers that say that it's currently 1.5 million with Parkinson's because we probably have 500,000 walk around who are not diagnosed yet, because getting diagnosed can take a long time. Depends upon what doctor you go to. You get a doctor who actually listens and tries to test you, and more than just watching you walk down the hall and turn and come back. And I want to keep this warm and positive, but facts are facts. And a lot of times they're just looking at you and they say, oh, you have Parkinson's, when maybe you don't. Or you do have Parkinson's, and we've seen this so many times, but you do have Parkinson's, but you're not diagnosed yet. Okay. Actually went off track. But Alzheimer's disease, 1994, about 2.8 million Americans were living with Alzheimer's. And this year we have
6.5 million Americans age 65 and older have Alzheimer's.
Yeah. Oh, and I said Parkinson's, didn't I?
Yes.
I meant Alzheimer's. 2.8 million living with Alzheimer's in 1994, now 6.5 million above age 65. And there are people who are younger than that with it, not nearly as many, but it's expected to rise to 8.5 million by 2030 and 11 million by 2040.
That's amazing.
And now might be a good time to mention that last Wednesday, I interviewed best-selling author, neurologist, premier, number one researcher, world-renowned researcher, Dr. Dale Bredesen. We pre-recorded a 2-hour show which will air on Labor Day weekend. Whatever that date is, that Sunday, the day before Labor Day, you're going to hear it that day. I'm going to tell you, I've talked with him many times, actually, because I've gotten to know him over the years since I met him in New York years ago. But he's been on my podcast twice. Radio show back in February with Dr. Berry. He was on the show with them. Because Dr. Berry, by the way, is the area's only Bredesen protocol provider. So Dr. Bredesen is talking about new blood tests available to predict Alzheimer's. In other words, you could be 20 years out from a full-out symptom, but these blood tests, which I can't remember off the top of my head, they're new. And these are things that should be and probably will become a normal part of blood work in the near future. And so that by knowing if you're likely to have Alzheimer's 10, 20 years from now, you can take action and do something now. Isn't that cool?
Yes.
Yeah, it was such a great conversation. He's such a gentleman. He's such a nice guy. As well, on that note, we have dementia. 1994, 4 million cases. This year, 8 million cases.
Yep.
9.5 million by 2030, 12 million or more by 2040. You think any of that has to do with the food we eat?
I think so.
I say so too. Sedentary lifestyle and eating so much processed food.
The chemicals.
Oh, yeah, it's really, it's everywhere. It's hard, actually, sometimes it's hard not to eat it, especially if, you're traveling, you're going through an airport, you're on the highway, and maybe you can find the banana or the apple or something halfway decent or a salad, or maybe not. Maybe you don't have time to wait in line because there's 20 other people in line for a salad, and then you end up getting a Twinkie and getting on the plane or whatever. Or in my case, a little bag of Doritos. Yes, I did. I'm sorry. I admit it.
I had ice cream last night. I admit it.
At least there's something element of a natural product in that, though, right?
Yeah, I guess, but
Yeah.
still.
Diabetes, folks. This is another one. I was talking with my friend Don last week. Down in Nashville, we grew up together. The number of people obese are... Oh, by the way, I said that word last week by accident, obese.
Oh.
So maybe I have a new word. It covers overweight and obese. I've been there. I've been both, okay? I'm still probably 10 pounds over. I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't know either.
Maybe it's 63 and the belly just won't get any smaller no matter what.
I don't have an answer for that.
I don't either right now.
Because I know you work at it.
I do. I work hard. I'm down a little the past couple of weeks. I've been really disciplined. But this, so obese. Okay, overweight and obese. Diabetes. Oh,
In 1994,
thank you.
8 million Americans had diabetes, with most cases being type 2.
Yeah.
In 2024, more than 37 million Americans have diabetes, with around 90 to 95% having type 2. Wow. That's a huge jump.
Yeah, that's only 30 years. And if you go back to the 70s, when I was a teenager, we didn't know many. Did you know many?
No,
Yeah.
I can't even think of
And you were a
one
little
person.
younger than me, but still, back in our day of growing up, there weren't that many people overweight like what you see now, obese and insulin resistance and diabetes. In fact, the insulin resistance numbers are pretty big too, with 30 million 1994, 96 million now.
That's triple.
Oh, yeah.
I thought we're triple.
And it could be 110 million or more by 2030 and 120 million by 2040. But see, with information, education, knowledge, knowledge is power. We can do something about this. We can move forward. We can take these steps. We can eat better. We can hydrate. We can move. We can do what we were designed to do as humans. Actually, Dr. John Rady, I say this often, I'm trying hard to get him on the show, folks. Best-selling author, Harvard Medical School professor, Dr. John Rady told me on the podcast I did with him maybe 3 years ago or so. If you go to karlsterling.net, that's Karl with a K, karlsterling.net, scroll down, you'll find him there. One of the first things he says, humans are designed to move, and the part of the body that benefits most from exercise is
The brain.
what's that again?
The brain.
Yep, that's what he says. So, summary of trends. I think we'll go over that when we get back. We're going to head out for a break in a few seconds. Don't forget to check out the website, karlsterling.com, Karl with a K. If you have questions, you want to come in, you want to check us out, 315-935-7488. Thanks for listening. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right. We're going over some statistics of 30 years ago versus now. So when we look at Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, dementia, part of this significance does associate with an age. Let's see. Let me go back. Let me start over again. An aging population. That's part of the reason for this. All right. Type 2 diabetes and insulin resistance, though, there's a dramatic rise due to lifestyle factors with a growing recognition of their link to cognitive decline. So it's very, very complicated. Some things are age-related, but, we can always try to get started with new habits, new behaviors. And for some, like me, when I start something new, when I stopped drinking, I just put the bottle down. That was it. I'm done. There was no counseling. There's no 12-step. That's it. I'm done. I will not do it again, period. Well, that's me. That's how I work. But not everyone can do that. When I decide to do something, I'm all in or I'm all out, or not do something. But everyone's different. So, bottom line is this. I look at it again and I think, do I want to be a burden down the road? No, I do not want to be a burden. So, God forbid, a piano doesn't fall on my head out of the sky, then I should be okay. Or, a truck hits me or whatever. Okay, the piano and the head thing. I got to talk about this for a minute. About 10 years ago, I was in New York City, and it was a Sunday morning, and I had to go to this thing where I had to test for something to get this master trainer, National Academy of Sports Medicine designation. All right. It was the practical exam where you have to do things with people. They give you somebody and whatever. I'm walking down the road. It's like a little before 8 a.m. in the morning. There's a crane. Way, way, way up is this grand piano. The crane is hoisting up. I didn't really think too much of it. A lot of skyscrapers in Manhattan. I turned right on East 28th or whatever it was. I hear bang. And it sounded like a bunch of notes. Well, it was. I didn't realize the crane had broken and the piano fell. But it was on the news. Within an hour, I'm seeing the news. The piano falls 60 stories. Well, a piano could fall on your head if you're not careful, so you always be looking up, okay? Emily used to look up.
Did she?
I never looked up.
No, really?
No, she saw the eagles and the these and that. Oh, really? Yeah. Well, you missed it. You didn't look up. Okay. So whose burden do I want to be? Well, providing a piano doesn't hit me or a truck or something catastrophic happens, I want to be able to do the things I can do now. One of the things I'd like you to maybe ponder in your mind is, where are you in your health right now? And in relation to these three questions, actually, I want to see, where are you now versus a year ago, 5 years ago? For example, can you stand up from a chair without assistance? Can you do this? If you can't do that, it's not wrong, but it's not good, because you want to be able to maintain this. All right? Sitting down is the easy part. Getting up can be tough. Now, there are people who come to see us, and they're working very, very hard, and we have a couple who come in. They cannot get out of a chair without assistance. And this week's mission for me, they are going to get up out of a chair, and they're not going to use anything. It's going to happen this week. We have ways of doing it, and we're doing it. All right. Are you moving okay? Are you walking okay? How were you walking last year, 5 years ago? Have you had any falls? Okay, and then you might have to, well, I'm a man, and, I'm 63, and I just think, can I actually stand, not hold on to anything, and put on my underwear and my pants? Okay. Just think about that for a minute. Do you need to lean on something? Do you have to sit down to do that? If you do it, it's not wrong. Safety first all the time. But, sometimes they're lazy. Yeah, I lean on the railing or I lean on the sink. But no, usually I'm trying. I want to maintain this. I don't want to have to lean or sit to do that, put my sweatpants on or whatever. So think about those things. I'm sure, can you still put something up overhead? Can you get it down from overhead? Maybe it's a cup, a pot, a pan, a supplement, whatever, is in your cabinets or whatever. And where will you be with all of this in 5 years? Or maybe next year or in 10 years? Because like Dr. Perry said, this stuff creeps up. And then it's not like you just immediately fail. No, this is a period of time, years, maybe decades, and then you just can't do this stuff anymore. So there are always actionable steps to help. What's next on our list? We have a lot of things.
Well, you keep talking about getting up and down.
Yeah.
And moving. I've noticed that technology has caused us to move less. Just think about it. I mean, like you said, we're only 6 years apart in age.
Yeah.
So when I was a little kid, what did we have? Knobs on television.
You
We'd
get
have to get up, turn the station, or as if my father was, hey, go turn the station for me. But you were always moving.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about vacuuming. We don't even have to get up and push a vacuum cleaner anymore because you have the room, whatever, the little robot thing.
Yeah, the RoboVac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mowing your lawn.
Mine is named Robbie.
Robbie the robot?
Robbie the robot.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Robbie. But little things like that, it's causing us not to move. So it's interesting to me. The more technology you have, the less you move. And I love technology. Don't get me wrong.
I do too. I love it so much.
But my neighbor down the street, he has a small lot. He's mowing his lawn with the old time rotary blade ones that
no motor, right?
No motor. He's pushing it. I kind of feel envious, but
yeah, my dad had one of those.
Yeah,
In fact, he preferred to cut the lawn with it because he liked how it looked.
yeah, my neighbor, growing up, he lived to be 90-something years old. He did it for a very long time, and every spring he'd sharpen the mower blades. And
the people who come to see us at Neuro Motor Training, I guess I should use this show because I do pay to do the show, and we have sponsors too. I can't forget them. Without sponsors, we can't do this show. We wouldn't be able to. So we'll get to that soon. But over at the clinic in Camillus, and same building as Dr. Barry, Neuro Motor Training is the name of our place. The people who come to see us who are doing the best, and let's just say, because a lot of them are 70s, 80s, and 90s.
correct.
What are they doing?
They're moving,
Yeah, they're moving.
and they move pretty well for their age.
Yeah, and we got people in their 80s out on the golf course,
Yes.
hitting the balls every couple of days.
Yep.
They're moving. They're walking, too. They're not always doing the cart.
That's right.
But at least they're out there moving. If they're doing the cart, they're still moving. They're hitting those golf balls. Golf isn't my thing, but that's irrelevant. Doing anything, just doing something and staying moving is highly relevant. Movement is life. When you stop moving, you start to die.
That's right. Very sedative.
It's actually the way it is. It's actually just the truth. There's a commercial on, it's for DoorDash, and I think it's something like, battery's dead in your remote, so you can't turn the channel and hit DoorDash and get.
Yeah.
Well, really, it's wild.
Yeah.
So I do love technology. I do want to talk about a sponsor, though, okay, because without them, we can't do this show. We have right here, I decided to save paper and not print, because every week I come in with like 30 pages. Motion guidance. This is a system we have. It's a little laser system. So guess what, folks? We do things like we work on posture. We will work on symmetrical gait. In other words, your stride length, your step length. We're working towards getting it more evened out. Because when it's asymmetrical, usually there's a problem, and that can lead to, let's say, ankle pain, foot pain, and then if you have something down there, or maybe it's knee pain, hip pain, back pain, wherever it is, asymmetrical steps do not help you. Maybe you're leaning to the right, you're leaning to the left. Well, we're going to help you with numerous systems. We have the Newgate system, which will oftentimes combine with the motion guidance system. And if you're looking as just using this at home, or you're a physical therapist or a personal trainer, you don't have to be a professional to take advantage of this. And we're not talking, like thousands of dollars. We're talking, I don't remember how much. Last I looked, it was in the 300 something range, maybe $400. If you want to elevate your training, your walking, your rehab, your posture, motion guidance can help you reach those goals faster and with greater precision. It's an innovative tool, and it provides real-time visual feedback. This helps you to see exactly how you're moving so you can make instant adjustments. So if you can only imagine being able to fine-tune your form, your posture, your head position with every exercise, this will help you to reduce the risk of injury, and it will help you to maximize your results. So you could be an athlete or just anybody and benefit from this. We have this really cool thing. I like to just put the headband on, and then I attach the laser to the headband. We position you in what would be your optimal and also safe posture, and then turn on the laser and point it towards the target. So to keep the laser in the target, you have to stay in the posture we start you in. This helps you to stay there by the visual feedback of the laser on the target. Get to the end, turn, rotate, walk back towards the other target. So go to motionguidance.com. It's a fantastic tool. We love it, and I need to use it for more stuff. You can use it for any kind of rehab, actually. We have to go to break, folks. Remember, motionguidance.com. We appreciate their partnership here, their sponsorship. You're listening to Your Health Matters on 70 WSYR. Be back in a couple minutes. All right, we're back. So it's been fun today, huh?
Yes, it's been real fun.
Yeah, I've got some text messages here from a few people. They really enjoyed the show, and especially Dr. Perry. The guy's, he's the best. So what I want to do is make sure we promote us too. I what do they call it? Shameful self-promotion. No, we're here to help. If you have, let's say you're dealing with bone density issues, osteoporosis, osteopenia, you want to lose weight, you want to change your body composition, you want to build muscle, you want to move better, you want to balance better, you want to think better, remember better, improve your reaction time. We're very fortunate as we have the coolest tools of anyone in the area, and we're blessed to have these tools. How we got them, long story, but collaborations with various companies around the world, and it's a one-of-a-kind, let's say, longevity center, if you will, because it's really all about what we do in our clinic has to benefit you outside the door. Like when you get out, if it's not right away, it's got to be quick or over a short amount of time. You benefit. We have people come in who they don't fall down anymore. They have Parkinson's and they don't fall down, and they used to fall like once a week.
I know, that's amazing.
We have a person who just hit the 100-pound weight loss mark. We have another one who hit I think actually 80 pounds now for another one. Another one in the 27-pound. He's only been doing this for like 9 months. So, getting stronger, getting fitter, living longer, feeling better. Come and see us, 315-935-7488, or check out karlsterling.com, Karl with a K. I would like to talk real quick about some upcoming guests. Dr. Stephen Sideroff will be with us 2 weeks from today, live. I've mentioned him before. He wrote a game-changing book called The 9 Pillars of Resilience. Here's a quick summary. Overcome old, ineffective ways of thinking to improve how you engage with the world. Deal with painful emotions and unfinished business. And finally, achieve closure. Be more present in your life, living in the moment and finding peace. Feel greater joy, happiness, and success, both personally and professionally. And the book is, it's not your typical like resilience or success book. And I've been emailing with him a lot. And he was referred to me by another doctor who's going to be on the show, who I'll mention in a minute. But this book is a game changer. This is all about neuroplasticity and how we train the brain to deal with these things.
Nice.
It is so cool. Dr. Dale Bredesen, I mentioned Labor Day weekend, the episode I recorded, that'll be airing, okay? 2 hours. Dr. Robert Lufkin, he's a best-selling author, New York Times best-selling author of Lies I Taught in Medical School, helping to reimagine the conventional healthcare model with evidence-based lifestyle modifications and other tools. It's amazing, folks. I mean, it's what he says, what he writes about in that book, Lies I Taught in Medical School, game changer. And, of course, at some point in late this month or next month, we'll run the episode I'm recording on the 20th of this month with Dr. Casey Means, author of Good Energy. I just can't say enough about this book. 2 years ago, my favorite book of the year was Life Force by Tony Robbins and Peter Diamandis. Book of the year last year for me, Outlive, Peter Attia. This, by far, book of the year this year, Good Energy, Dr. Casey Means. So, if we have osteoporosis, if you're dealing with this, we have something special, don't we?
Yes, we do.
And you're doing a lot of work with that machine.
3 hours a day in front of it, constantly.
At least.
At least.
That's an understatement.
Yeah.
It's becoming very, very popular. And, we do have some availability but for time, but we want to let you know that you do need an appointment to come in and check it out. And you need an appointment to, after you engage in the program, go to karlsterling.com, Karl with a K, go to the biodensity tab. You're going to find out how this works. Pricing's on there and everything. All right. We have 2 pricing options and that's it. So this is a high impact, low stress. This is a extreme low risk machine that does have a high impact on your muscles and bones. And what are we seeing from this?
We're seeing tremendous results in very little time. 6 months' time, we had someone go from osteoporosis to osteopenia.
Mm-hmm.
And some out of osteopenia and just gone.
Normal, yeah. T-scores are normal now and Z-scores too. So
in 6 months.
Yeah. And we talk about it. I think the thing that is probably a little bit almost hard to believe is that you can actually do it, and it's this simple, but that it works. And, the research is out there, and this works all over the world. I mean, there are hundreds of locations with this now. It's just that we're the only one who has this in Syracuse. You cannot replicate this type of resistance training. Now, that's where you're building muscle, okay? It's where you're pushing or pulling, and you're doing resistance training, like lifting weights type of thing, except this is similar but different because it's isometric. You're not doing full range of motion. But you cannot replicate this any other way. And if you try, you're probably not going to be safe doing it, When your bones experience this high level of stress, and the stress is that you're going to be pushing chest press, leg press, and a couple other exercises, more weight than you could possibly imagine you're capable of doing. Right? I mean, we had somebody brand new come in last week, eked out 1,400 pounds on a leg press.
Yeah, first try.
And people are like, oh, no, that's not possible. No, it is. It actually is. But it's only for 5 or 10 seconds. And it's only in one position because you can't do it in the other positions because you won't be strong enough positionally. But when you load that much, first of all, you're safe because it's a safe machine. It triggers your body to start building more bone tissue, that trabecular soft bone, the bone that's diminishing, that puts us into osteo issues.
Okay.
And then we get a DEXA scan a few months later, and then we have countless who've come in though who are out of porosis indepenia, or out of porosis impenia into part normal, or in some cases totally normal bone health.
Yep.
And what else do they have?
More muscle mass.
They are stronger. We develop more strength this way. We pack on muscle. You're not going to get bulky, though.
Nope.
Trust me, I've been trying for years. Ain't going to happen. But you will get stronger. This will help with your functionality, help with your balance. You can take this right out the door with you and use it in your everyday life, meaning what you gain from it, you're going to use in your life. It's going to help you live better and move better. Time for a break, folks. We'll be back for the last quarter in a couple of minutes. All right, here we are, last segment. And let's talk about the power plate now.
Yay!
We have 3, and we have a 4th one coming in next week. I can't wait.
I know, it's exciting.
Yeah, that's really cool. So some of you have already been over, you checked it out, or maybe you've seen, or used it somewhere else. We love this thing because it's good for so many things.
Yes, it is. Wakes you up.
It definitely is a wake-up call. It feels different. When people start, sometimes they're a little uncomfortable, but they almost every time, like, okay, I figured out how to deal with this and the feelings. And then, they start doing it. And before you know it, they're the most popular machines in the whole place, especially
Yes,
the
they
big
are.
one.
They are.
Papa Bear.
Papa Bear.
Yeah, we got Papa, Mama, and Baby.
Pretty soon we'll have
But all of
Auntie.
them are really intense.
I'm going to have Auntie pretty soon.
Who?
Auntie.
Yeah. So this can help you with strength because it causes the muscles to contract rapidly, helping you to build strength effectively. More effective than traditional exercise. As a matter of fact, you can hop on there and do the isometric stuff with the straps, the Kevlar straps. You can bring over some dumbbells or kettlebells and do all kinds of things on it. This vibration causes muscle contractions in a way that helps you to develop muscle and mitochondria. Mitochondria, what is that? That's your energy. Every cell has mitochondria. It's like your power pack. The more of that we have, the more energy we have. It enhances flexibility because it helps to loosen up tight muscles. What's really cool is it does it at the same time that it's helping to strengthen muscles. I don't know anywhere else where you can get that.
Nope.
It helps to improve balance and stability. You get people on their barefoot, it wakes up those nerves in the bottom of the feet. And like Dr. Emily Splickle says, she'll be on at some point in the near future again. That's a direct connection to the brain through the nervous systems. Wake up call, move better, balance better, fall risk goes down. We have good luck with neuropathy on this overall. It's not like one session and it's gone usually. But it increases circulation. Blood flow through your body, which helps to bring oxygen to areas and diminish inflammation.
There's that word again.
Yeah. It helps with bone health because it does help to build bone mass and bone density. It helps to speed up metabolism, help you to burn more calories and maintain a healthy weight. It can also help reducing stress and tension. I've used it for, I won't go into my whole COPD shtick, but I was diagnosed with early stage. It's gone now. I mean, I don't have that, and I don't have asthma anymore. But when I was chronically congested, I would lay on it on my back, lay on it on my front, have a little pad there for some cushioning. It would shake the mucus right out of my lungs. I mean, we've had doctors come in to get on this to get the mucus out of their lungs because they realize the benefit of it. So, and it also just helps to boost recovery of muscles over, let's say, traditional recovery, stretching and all that. But you can still do your stretches, still do your foam rolling. But you throw in the power plate into the mix. It's a great end of workout thing, in addition to just a great workout device. And really, it's looking to improve your strength, balance, bone health, circulation, flexibility, and longevity. Help you to move better, stay healthier for longer. We have a program. It's $139 a month per person. No contract. Come in, try it out. If you like it, sign up. And then you just that's the membership. You just show up, you use that or anything else in our place, except for the biodensity. That's a different program. But we are here to help you.
And we enjoy to help you, too.
We do. When you come to see us, you are welcomed. You will know everybody. This is a community. It's only 2,700 square feet. Seemed big 3 years ago when I moved in, and now it's full. And I, running out of room. Got a new machine coming in, the Octane Zero Runner. So if you're a person with stride problems, gait problems, running is tough, this machine is absolutely for you. I know I'm going to be using it because I'm trying to get my running form improved. This is a game changer, folks. I can't wait. So hopefully, if all goes well, I'll have it in there later today.
I'm sorry I can't help you.
No, that's okay. It's okay. I've got the truck. I'm ready. You just got to get it out of where it's at and take it in. So let's improv now. We got a couple minutes left. Any messages you got for our listeners?
I just want to tell people, like I said before, just keep moving. I know it's hard sometimes, especially with this weather, to get out and walk. People don't like the heat and humidity. But as Dr. Barry says, get out and do something. Move. Get up and move. Even the heat, you can do it. Just bring extra water and drink.
Yeah.
It's good for you.
It is. And, sometimes I wake up in the morning, I just don't feel excited about the day. That doesn't happen very often, but because normally I'm excited the night before. I'm excited to get up the next day because I really love what we do. I have a very nice life. I'm so lucky, so blessed. However, I'm human and I don't always feel like running out the door to go to work.
Yeah, me either. Sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the truth is coming out. No, I'm only kidding. But we do a lot and it's not always that easy because it's very busy, but I'm grateful for that too. But if I get moving, if I get up and I stay moving for a while, all that goes away. Like if I'm not feeling good mentally or emotionally, it's all gone. And literally, it's like in 10 minutes. And the key to it is to move. Because if I sit down, it's all over. And it takes longer, let's say. Then I've got to get up and move. And what if that's a half an hour later? Then it took another half an hour to make this feeling go away of whatever it is I'm feeling. It's hard to describe sometimes. But, movement is life. Sedentary is not life.
No. I agree. I feel guilty when I don't move.
Yeah, I do too. The music's coming on.
Means another one down.
Yep, another one in the books. Thank you for your help today, Elizabeth.
You're welcome.
Always great to have you with me. Thank you, producer Dave and Sarah. Thank you for your help. Welcome, Sarah. Sarah's new. She's doing awesome. Dave, he's been around here a while. He is awesome. We love you too. And so, folks, remember KarlSterling.com. That's Karl with a K. Or call me, text me, 315-935-7488. Any questions or whatever, call me up. Hope you can come see us soon. Until next week, have a great day. Have a great week. Stay moving.
The preceding was a paid program by Karl Sterling. The content of this show is that of Karl Sterling and does not represent the views of the station or iHeartMedia. Some of the information contained in this program has not been approved by the FDA, nor is it intended to diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any diseases. Information has been for general information only, and before considering anything discussed, you should contact your doctor or primary care physician.
You slept through your alarm, missed the train, and your breakfast sandwich, cold. Sounds like you could use some luck.
I'm Victoria Cash, and Lucky Land is where people go every day to get lucky. At Lucky Land, you can play over 100 casino-style games for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Go to LuckyLandSlots.com and get lucky today. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.